defensive line traditionally has been an ultra productive unit here at Concord, and last year you guys had some good production from that side of from that position group. What did you see last year?
We had a lot of returning guys. They came from the Pat Dawson era, and Pat, he left a tradition here on the defensive line that's tough to replace for anybody. And we had some great production at times last year. We had some production that didn't meet the standards that we usually have. Moving into the position for me, being under Pat for 2 years, I was able to learn and really understand how to play on the defensive line, because my background originally wasn't in it, but learning under somebody like him really helped me out.
One of those guys that has been really a standout for you guys really since day one is Justin Noble. He and some other guys really carried that position group. What do you expect to see from the returns this year, guys like Justin
I'm
Noble?
expecting big things from Justin. He's moving to a senior campaign. He's an older guy, and we have a younger room right now, and they're really falling underneath him. He's really taking that step of being a leader, not only on the field but off the field. He's helping them learn. He's helping them get up to speed with what's going on. I'm expecting a huge year from him because he's just that type of kid. He goes into the weight room. He played basketball. One thing that people don't see is that he was at every workout at 6 a.m. for us. Then he went to every basketball practice. He never missed, and that's so tough to do at this level, especially with so much going on. So I expect a lot of big things out of Justin.
Okay, you talk about him, but you also, like you said, younger guys in that room. You've also shifted some pieces around, added, maybe a tight end to the defensive line and offensive line, and shifting over. Talk about some of those younger guys.
It's a good young group. I'm really excited about them. The first meeting we had, they came in and they're really energetic. They really want to know what to do, and I have zero complaints from them. Somebody like Jeremy Nelson who came in, he came in originally as running back. He's big, he's physical, he's strong, he's impressed in the weight room. He moves around very well. Real excited what he's going to do on the defensive side. Joey Powell, he saw some action last year as a true freshman, moving forward into his sophomore campaign. I'm expecting more out of him. I'm expecting him to also bring some of those newer guys that came over from the offensive side of the ball to bring them along. Also, we have JT Turner, who's incredibly smart. He's one of the strongest players on the team. He's a tough kid. In high school, he had shoulder surgery, state champion in shot put, had to learn how to throw a shot with his other hand and almost won it again. So that's the type of kid he is, and that's something that we would love to have on the defensive line.
Let's go back to some older guys. One guy that moved over from linebacker to defensive line last year was Ryan Gatrell, a kid that was ultra productive kid in high school. What do you expect him now as he's now in year 2 of being a defensive lineman, not a linebacker?
When I coached at Woodrow, we played against Ron all 4 years. So it was really fun to see him grow up and grow into the player that he became in high school. And then my first year here at Concord was his first year as well. So just seeing him coming here and seeing his entire growth process all the way come through has been real exciting. So now moving to his second year on the defensive line, with not being in the trenches his entire life, it took him a little bit of time to learn. He kind of stayed in his shell a little bit. All right, I want to see in the spring him come out of that shell a little bit and be that same player that I saw in high school. And we're starting to see it. We're seeing it in the weight room. We're seeing him just loosen up and just play ball, not overthink things, just learn to play. And I think he's a kid that we're going to see a lot of great things out of in spring and moving into fall next year.